Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Oxygen Not Included, which is an apt description of where we're at on this run, or this colony right now as well. We got a couple of different things on the go here. We're making sure oxygen stays pretty strong, and that's been a little bit of an issue, especially over here, but also, you know, getting into this section as well here. When's our next duplicant? Oh, we got some time until our next duplicant shows up, which is good. Power is our principal concern right now, and we're probably going to start worrying about that once we finish our next stage of research. Oh, are you... Pretty soon this pump is not going to be in the water anymore. We also had some serious problems with air. Or sorry, with, but yeah, it's pump not in liquid. There you go. It's only in the liquid occasionally. We don't need to deconstruct that right now, especially because it's going to release all this carbon dioxide down here. I forgot what I was saying like 2 seconds ago, but basically we're working on getting combustion going here. Mathis, you shouldn't be the one doing this, okay? Let's go to our priority menu. You know what? Disregard. Not that concerned about it, I suppose. We're making food as well right now, is what I was getting at. That's what I was going to say. We ran into a food shortage. We still have a food shortage. It's going to take us a couple of days of work to make that happen again, I think, unfortunately. But we were also getting started on a mine down here, more or less. And pretty much our entire purpose behind this mine is that we need more raw materials of many different types. So the more the merrier when it comes to these. Nick and I are doing some research here, and I mean, copper's important, of course, obsidian's important, but this also opens up more space for us to work with in the future. Right now we have no concern, but we are going to want to move this water pump down to here eventually. And actually, to do that, is there like, there's got to be a bigger water source somewhere. I mean, that's a pretty good one. I don't know what's going on with that water, dude. It's freaking me out. But I guess if we mined up and around, but then the pump is going to be like, it's not going to function that long. It's like we want to drain all the water into like this section and leave the pump here. You know what? Let's try it. I mean, we got a lot of digging operations on the go right now, and we got other things to worry about as well. Like, how are we doing here? Well, we still need more oxygen generation. So I'll tell you what. Before I worry too much about our next steps there, let's start producing some oxygen over here. Produce some oxygen over here. And produce a little oxygen over here. I just want to get to oxygen equilibrium. Then what I'm thinking is, what if we terraformed this a little bit here? What if we built like a one pump size area and then drained the water into it and then put a pump inside of it and had the pump vent out here? We could disassemble this pump, but I don't really want to break this and release all this carbon dioxide up here. So if we're okay eating the resources, which I think I am, that's not so bad, honestly. Alright. So the idea is hopefully this starts us in a better situation when it comes to oxygen. So the first thing we need to do is get our ladder constructed, and we're going to build it like, basically like that. And then when we have that operation taken care of, we're going to build out like, I want like a 5 or what's this, 4? Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do like a 5x5 little basin here, which will require another ladder going down at some point. Like, maybe like this. Edible, 7,000 kilocalories. Not that bad. Then what we're going to do, I know this is seeming a little confusing at this point. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a dig operation that's going to take us up here. Wait, we don't even need to do that, actually. Then we're going to do a dig operation that does this. And all of the water should drain into this area, but we don't want to do it yet. Dude, this is the first time in my life I've ever felt like a freaking genius here. So we did just finish more research. It's combustion. Didn't we? No research selected. Hold up. Power. What do you mean no research selected? Select combustion. Oh, it's because only the intermediary station can produce it now. Yes, I understand. Dude, the oxygen is burning me up here. Is this algae? Because this is algae, we definitely want to go down a little deeper. Because the creation of algae, or the digging of algae, is going to allow me to get more oxygen. But anyway, here's the plan. So we're going to come up here, we're going to build a pump, we're going to hook the pump up to this with liquid piping. Then we're going to... By the way, plenty of skill increases here. We're going to start draining the water, and then we can just basically treat this as if it's a deprecated well. I don't like that this is not breathable. Contaminated oxygen. Excuse me. Keep working at a supercomputer, Mathis. You're getting the job done here. We need combustion, basically, to make this happen, so... I guess we could pump oxygen up here as well. Like, I still feel like we have not done what we set out to do with gas. Although, none of that contaminated gas is making it up here. Contaminated oxygen, I should say, to be more specific. So, maybe this is actually fine. Calories were up to 11,000. That's pretty good. I wish you could set orders. But you know, maybe that's to come. Like in RimWorld, you could say, like, hey, make 10 per day or something like that. Or maybe you can and I just don't know. We could also, I suppose, just do basic research until we finish our advanced research, but there's no more basic research to do. So we have to finish the intermediary research before we can do anything else. I think it would be shrewd for us to... The problem is these things are going to be underwater eventually, so... We want to be, like, a little cautious about it. But sure, getting, like, more algae in here... It's getting it, without costing us power is doing a good thing right now. Maybe you can just... Maybe it is only one tile tall, now that I think about it. Anyway. Please mine this out. I know I just gave you a huge mining order over here. Please mine this out first. This has got to happen. And then we never... Like, I'm assuming that this water... Well, we can see it's 1,009 kilograms, right? How much is left down here? 1,000 kilograms. 700 kilograms. Well, actually, this is a lot of water still. 900 kilos. Skill increase cycle report. Okay. So we gained 5,000 calories. We gained oxygen. Oh, it's the first time ever. And our stress went down. Although, I would love for it to go down further in the future. We got roughly 5 minutes, which is not 5 minutes until our next duplicant shows up. So we're gonna build another cot fairly quickly as well, because we're getting like the ant farm is starting to pop off here, and I've never really had more than, I mean, we have 6 duplicants right now, right? We got me, Kate, Mathis, Dan, Josh. Me, Kate, Mathis, Dan, Josh, Austin. So we're about to have 7. That's like as big as our colony ever got in RimWorld, to be honest. So, doesn't really put fear into the heart of man. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this many people. Hopefully that is the case, though. Oh, did we finish our research? Dude, if so, that's amazing. Yes, we totally did, because look at this. We never had a mess table before. We never had a floor lamp. But the big thing, and the thing we're going to focus on for probably the rest of the episode, is making a coal generator or a hydrogen generator. Power source that converts hydrogen into electricity. We're so close to hydrogen, I feel like that should be the way that we do this. But I worry that, like, this source and then build out from here, I worry that I'm going to blow up our whole base. But fuck it, dude. Let's get it going. So we will research. Sanitation seems like it's probably a good idea. And then this is... You know what? That's fine. So let's start by getting the water complete here. So we're going to build a Liquid pump. Like so. Might as well put it at the bottom, I guess, so we don't have to deal with this problem as quickly next time. And then, what about a pneumatic door? It doesn't block the flow of liquid, so we're going to have to do this with tile. So we're going to build a... we don't need to build an outflow this time, so we're going to go plumbing, liquid pipe, and we just need this to connect to the existing pipe. So I think that's the most effective way to do that. Yeah, it's not too breathable up there, but that also does not matter right now. So hear me out here. You're going to build this. How's this going? Nobody's doing that yet. That's fair. I mean, it is unbreathable down there, so, you know, point taken. You can see, like, the things that we're building here require a lot of power, including this water pump, actually. Which we might want to... we're doing okay on oxygen. We might want to get rid of, just to reduce its power gain, but I'm guessing that it probably doesn't use that much power anyway. Well, like, what requires power? Well, I'm rephrasing this about a million different ways, but what do we have that doesn't need power and uses power? Like, what do we have that's wasting power right now? I think the answer is nothing. Like, I'm assuming that the meal maker is not producing, or is not consuming a bunch of power when it's not in use. I could be wrong, to be fair, but I hope that I'm not. Do we have, like, mad fertilizer going on in our colony somewhere? Because we're making, like, a kilogram every 3 seconds. So I want these conduits to get done. New duplicants are available. Choose a duplicant. Good medicine, learning, and strength, but can't build anything. Pretty much everybody, but can't mine. Can't cook. Well, that's no problem right now. Good at athletics. Good at cooking. Okay, so you're useless. Can't build. Can't research. Can't dig. I'd rather have someone who can't build. So you're gonna be our Robert, aka Alpaca Patrol. Welcome to the fucking show. As our colony continues to grow here. Our algae deoxidizers and terrariums can't produce oxygen right now because they don't have enough algae. So that's what this algae mining operation is for down here. Can we plant like new... Can you just set like a standing harvest order? Like these should be harvested. Maybe they just get harvested automatically, but I kind of feel like our plants are... we should be able to... oh, we need... Sorry, I made a mistake actually here as well. Power, electrical wire, connect it like this. It's going to take some copper, but that's fine. So step one is water, although probably water is less important for us than... wow, it's getting mad toxic over here. Water is probably less important for us than power. We're still going to focus on it first because we can. We got 21,000 edible calories right now. Which means we could probably take a day off if we want. And you know what? I think our compost pipe did work. We lost oxygen. We gained a lot of kilocalories. That's fine. We wasted 0 power, so, you know, my plan for doing that seems to be coming true basically right now. We do have, the piping is all connected. The wires need to be connected. What happens after that? Then we build tiles. Well, no, then we mine right here, and then we build tiles. And this should create a reservoir that'll last us a long time without leading to... Like, we didn't get to use, like... at least a third, maybe even closer to half of the water in there because of the poor way that I built it. This is a solution that we don't need to do, but it's going to be better for us long term to do it, I think. So, again, we need more algae. And then after this, we're going to get to work on hydrogen power, which scares the shit out of me, but is at least perhaps a little interesting as well. Do another row of mining down here, because we need the algae, effectively. But please also finish this piping as soon as possible, because I want to see if my master plan can come to fruition. This is as close to as I get to doing, like, a mega project. So... Oh, this thing... I see. We need more water because this thing takes bottled water to make good science. We really need to get our oxygen handled as well, because we're consuming more per day than I would like. It's not helping us as much as I would... Like, I mean, look at how quickly we're draining this water. Like, we're actually down to 200 kilos there. You need to build this piping. Otherwise, we're gonna run out of food pretty soon. And also, you know, things are starting to get a little toxic over here. Is there any other way for us to make oxygen? Electrolyzer. We should switch research. Ah, we're so close. We'll wait till it's done, and then we're going to research the electrolyzer, because with water, it makes oxygen by hydrolysis. You have no power, but that might just be because the battery has no power? Oh, never mind. It needs to go one more step. So we got a lot of moving parts right now, but I think we're going to get it done. Just needs to be built. The resources have already been delivered. More algae, please. More algae. Go down there. Mine out. Yeah, I mean, that's important, but the algae... Thank you. At least by getting this algae, we can start to... Oh, we're good to go. We can start to make our dreams come true. So, we're going to dig this... And then we're going to build some tiles here. Please tell me we don't have insufficient resources to build the tiles. No, don't build the tile first. No, you cancel. You got it? One more. Just go. Okay, fine. Oh, it's already reachable, but that's okay. You know what? Maybe we'll have to go up there in the future. Okay, so the water's going to come down. It's very important you build the tile quickly so you don't flood the entire base. Like, it's extremely important. Kate! Build the tile! Oh, Josh! Joshy, save us, buddy. One more. Okay, we should be good now. And look at this, dude. Look at this. This should start filling up like any second now. As long as we have power for it. Okay, so wait, did we complete our research? Yes. Lovely. Okay. We need to do electrolysis. Yeah. Uses sand to purify contaminated water. I like that. But the electrolyzer is the big thing. Okay, so that's on the go. What's up next? Well, I mean, this just bothers me. Similarly, you won't be able to mine like half of this, but that's okay. We want to get hydrogen power. How much hydrogen is in here? 1,000 grams? That doesn't seem right. So how do I think we're going to get hydrogen power? Well, I think we start by making a room, and then we're going to seal that room off so that we don't leak hydrogen into our whole base. And then we're going to put a hydrogen producer in it, and we're going to pump gas from the hydrogen area into this area. So we're going to start, as we so often do, I should say, with the digging operation. So let's look at power first. A hydrogen generator is big. So, I mean, let's just start by putting it down so we can plan. And we're going to build around it like that. Because it's going to be, like, it's going to be pretty warm in there, I assume. So, get that done. Doesn't need to be 3 tiles. That's what the fuck's going on here? It's sand. That's what's happening there. Okay, that needs to get sorted right now. Basically, everything in our base is getting wet because... Oh, no. because our reservoir was built on sand. In hindsight, not a great idea. Now, it's not flooding super quickly. We might be able to be okay for a minute here, but... yeah, I mean, as you can see, water is basically pooling down here. Mop up whatever needs to be mopped up here. And then this thing needs to be built ASAP. How's our oxygen looking? Could be worse. I don't really want to crack into this chlorine gas. Like, there's oxygen here, but there's also chlorine gas, which scares the crap out of me. Yeah, also mop this up, please. But I mean, before you mop it up, build this shit up here. Because otherwise it's just going to fill up forever, so... okay, you've delivered the sandstone, now build the tile. See, it's like eroding the sand. So actually, we need to take care of that very quickly here. So go back to base, tile. Otherwise, all the sand is going to erode. I don't know if sandstone turns into sand after a while. I'm assuming it's just the... you know, it's like a Java and JavaScript are two different things sort of situation. That's alright. We've actually handled this decently well. We're mopping. Our pump is going apeshit, dude. This was almost an extreme disaster. Please, God. I know you're mopping. You know, pick up some bottled water or whatever. Use that to produce some food. We're at 25,000 kilocalories, so we could probably afford to take a day off there. We have airlocks now. And this is where I start to go, this is why we're doing a week of this series probably to begin with, because I'm a little confused about how this is going to work. Dude, this sand is going to pop like any second now. Build this. How? Oh, wait, okay. Priority 1. Yes. I mean, I don't know. Raise it, please. Maybe this doesn't work yet. I'm not sure. I'm trying to, like, scroll wheel or something? Let's just zoom. Drag to prioritize. Okay. I mean, I was dragging. See, you see, the problem here is you don't understand. There's always going to be water coming out here. So, like, you're never going to finish the mopping job. No, you don't understand. There's always going to be water. Okay, so this means cancel this. And then we won't have as much use for water. So hopefully they'll prioritize the construction job on top of that. Kate, my hero. Yes, yes, okay, that's fine. This is not the first thing I'd like you to build. Oh! Build it! Okay, I think we've sealed it off. But we flooded the building that had our battery in it, so I'm not like stoked about that, but okay, at least I think the reservoir should function now. And we've gotten like almost all of our water down here. Just mop this up. Anything else flooded? Yeah, it's pretty nasty down there. You know, what's worse than a compost heap? A wet compost heap. When's our next duplicant? I got a little time, but not a lot. It's breathable down here. It's semi-breathable, I would say. So we're dealing with... wait, we produced enough oxygen today. That's good. We're going to be pumping this water as soon as we got power, and our power generation we're working on. All right. I mean, if we could get through this week without having to deal with any extreme issues, I'm going to be pretty happy. Our ant farm's growing in size. Nobody's died due to, you know, poor oxygen concentration or anything like that. There are parts of our ant farm that are not breathable. But oxygen, once we get electrolysis, should be easier. But electrolysis is going to require more power. So power is something that we've been worried about for quite some time here. So we just want to make sure we're not, you know, running out of food. So fabricate, you know. I think we produce 6,000 a day. Or Actually, we probably eat 7,000 kilocalories a day, so we want to consume 7,000 a day if possible as well. This water is actually closer than our other water for generating the water necessary for food. So that seems like a terrible decision on my part in order to do things that way, but that's all right. You know what we should do is just make a storage compactor here. And we're going to make a storage compactor there so we can sweep things up without it being a serious problem. So we really want this to get dug out here. That's our timer, but I'm going to give it a little bit more time because, I mean, honestly, I feel like we've got a lot left to do in this episode. But we have, I mean, we had a pretty terrible issue with flooding, but we got it taken care of. I'm hopeful this water's still going down here. It is unbreathable up here. So everybody, when they come up here, they got to hold their breath. I suppose we could vent gas, like we could vent oxygen up here, but I'm just relying on diffusion to eventually push it this way. Like, where is this contaminated oxygen coming from? The battery? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So this should store all. And, I mean, apparently we're making enough oxygen. And we must be doing half decently on the algae front as well. New duplicants are available. Hey, good builder. And then we have Yvette, who's good at everything, but she can't build. Or she's got at least a little good at everything. So you know what? Jack of all trades. Sure, why not? Welcome to the party, Michael A.L. Fox. There's a little bit less, like, looking at what everybody's doing. And a little bit more obsidian granite. Slime. What does our algae look like? It's like this. So there is algae in there, but there's also slime. Algae is useful for oxygen. Okay, yeah, no. Slime. It's a thick biomixture of algae. I know some people say algae. Fungi and mucopolysaccharides. So, I don't know, like mushroom fibers. Why not? And instead of digging like a huge hole that's like really tall, why don't we just try to go across like that? Hopefully slime doesn't have like unintended consequences. Oh, it's getting quite framey actually here. Tell you what, we'll go down to speed 1 for a minute here. Are we getting a little planet coastery? It's not inconceivable. Just gonna sweep this up. I'll tell you what, maybe that's a good time to end the episode here. And we'll reboot, and hopefully it'll run a little better when we come back. But for now, thanks for watching. You can pick up Oxygen Not Included on Steam, linked in the video description below if you are interested. For now, though, if you liked the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.